Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So it has officially been confirmed that Meghan Markle, of course, will not be in the line of procession and she will not walk behind the Queen's coffin tomorrow. The Queen's coffin will be followed by, of course, King Charles, the Duke of York, the Princess Royale, the Earl of Wessex, the Prince of Wales, being Prince William, unfortunately the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, Peter Phillips, and Vice Admiral Sir Lawrence, the Duke of Gloucester, and the Earl of Snowdon. Now, allegedly, Meghan Markle has pretty much thrown a hissy fit, and she has essentially leaked to the press that she would have liked to have been included in this ceremony and had a more significant role. The thing that really makes this strange is that none of the other females, none of the other women, including the Princess of Wales, Catherine, will be walking in the line behind the Queen's coffin tomorrow. But of course, Meghan Markle wanted to be behind it. Her reasoning is that she feels as though she's already uncomfortable, that she's had a frosty reception since she's been over here in the UK by other senior members of the royal firm, and understandably they wouldn't really warm too well to her because they don't know if they're being recorded by a Netflix mic, if a picture's going to be taken in a private space, in a private capacity. We've already had images leaking directly from Buckingham Palace of Meghan and Harry walking behind Charles as the Queen's coffin was received there today. This was actually the Queen's wishes upon her passing, that this is the line of succession that she wanted and this is the order in which she wanted her coffin to be followed. Being the Queen of England as she was, she would have put down her requests. I think it's very selfish of Meghan to have wanted to be involved in something so intimate, especially when she showed this woman absolutely no respect, including taking her childhood pet name that was given to her by the Queen's father, taking that and giving it to her daughter with no real formal sanctioning by the Queen. It was just a left-sided kind of action, and no one even saw that coming. And it was very strange considering this child has no affiliation to the royal firm, really, when you actually think about it. She was born in America. She is going to have a complete American reality in existence. She's going to be a commoner, essentially. And she's going to be very much immersed into the American paparazzi type celebrity. It's just nothing to do with what it is to be royal. Her and Archie are both going to be of service to themselves. They're going to be private citizens and they're going to be celebrities, and they're probably going to go on every talk show when they grow up, exploiting their very strained royal connection. You know, you can see where this is at odds with anyone's kind of moral consciousness. How could she want to be involved in walking behind the coffin of the very woman that she spent a lot of time really attacking? And it's not long ago that she talked about, in that diabolical cut interview, that she just doesn't have the heart to forgive the royal firm, and she spent a lot of time at odds and fighting with the Queen and the Queen's decisions. It would just be very strange for her to have such prominence tomorrow on that day. So a lot of people have dropped comments on this source that I found online, and they have basically said that really they think it's quite ridiculous for her to have these expectations. She has these rather ridiculous high expectations. A lady has said Markle will have to stand with the ladies on the side with nothing to wrap her raptor claws around for a couple of hours. Markle must not have any opportunity to get footage for her grifting plans. Another person has said this is the Queen's final departed decision, and there's nothing that Meghan can do to change that. But if anything, I believe that Princess Catherine should be there. Princess Anne is the only female walking in the procession. Meghan can't exactly say that she was left out because Catherine, Sophie, Beatrice, Eugenie, and Zara are on the list of people who are also not walking in line. You mean Harry's wife won't have anyone to cling to for a couple of hours? Whatever shall she do? Perhaps maybe she will visit with the Princess of Wales, and that's another person commenting. And it's true, I mean, Meghan Markle's body language during that Fab 4 reunion, which we know is not so fabulous, oh my god, it was just diabolically bad, wasn't it? She was fiddling with her hair, she didn't know what to do with her hands, she was snappy and rude at a royal aide, she was talking to people behind the fences, and obviously she was receiving some really quite frosty treatment. There was a lot of people who actually didn't want to greet her, which was hilarious to watch on the footage. And she kind of scurried along. She looked really nervous. She almost was tremoring at one point, and she looked completely out of place. She was looking at Kate for reference. Oh, what should I do now? Where should I be looking? How should I stand? And of course, we know that no one expected for the Queen to go when she went, and Meghan and Harry just happened to be having a short pit stop in the UK for PR attention. And so it kind of coincided and messed up their selfish, very self centered plans, because they had no intentions of visiting the Queen or even saying hello or checking in. You could see that all coming across. She looked as though she'd been exposed, rumbled, foiled, a rabbit, deer in headlights. She didn't exactly look like she knew what the hell was going on. Another person has said, this is the Queen's decision, and while I don't agree with it, it's not up to me or anyone else. Another person has said, it seems a little unfair that all female grandchildren are not included. A suggestion for the seating arrangements during the funerals: have the Sussexes be seated beside the South Africa representatives. That would, of course, make very beautiful pictures. Because we know that when she also done that interview with The Cut, she basically insulted the whole entire nation of South Africa. But the way I see it with Harry and Meghan, they've always been very disrespectful to the South Africans, and they've always used them as some kind of PR press attention without much respect for the integrity of the country or its history or anything like that, or even the charities that they're meant to allegedly be so supportive of out there. She was extremely disrespectful of their stately residences, and she called it some kind of a compound or something. And she was very disparaging of the treatment that she received in South Africa, even though she allegedly claims that they were her sisters. So another person has said, will Harry be triggered walking behind the coffin? And people are laughing. Another lady has said, my thoughts exactly. Will he be triggered? I'm really not sure. But I think that he's definitely going to use this as a PR opportunity. Now, the last comment I'm going to read is that someone has said, she's going to look as awkward as hell. If she hadn't packed in the job after weeks and took instruction and guidance, well, she could look like a lady and part of the royal family in these events. Instead, she'll look like one of the untrained and untamed royal ponies. At least she'll know what it feels like not to be booed again. It's mind-boggling. So these are, of course, rumours that she's thrown a bit of a hissy fit and a tantrum that she will not be a part of this walk with her husband because she doesn't feel allegedly comfortable with anyone else in the household. They're always doing something to her. She feels agitated. She feels under attack when she is the one who's always lashing out, who's always spiteful, and who is attacking everyone else. I don't know what more they could do at this point to make Megxie feel comfortable. With all that being said, guys, I guess I will be back with more updates, another video. It's going to be an extremely busy period. I will be back with another video. Bye, guys.